First question is a simple one. I've seen it both ways. Do you prefer Pierre-Luc or PL?
All right. I mean, I think Pierre-Luc is obviously my name, but I think in the US a lot of times people just go Pierre. In the past, people have called me Luke. So PL, I've done PL before, and then people spelled it Peel. So it comes out to Peel. So um, you guys can just call me PL if just two letters, pretty simple.
Awesome. And then the real question is, it's been a week since the trade. How are you feeling about it? Were you surprised by it? And sort of what are your thoughts on everything?
Yeah, it's been a week already. It's been really quick, but obviously I was a little surprised by everything. But the moment that I found out it was the Washington Capitals, I was extremely excited. They're a team that growing up you were excited to watch on TV. They're a good team every year, and then when you grow up, you hear it's a great organization with a great group there. So my emotions went from surprise and shock to just really excited. And once I talked to the coaching staff, management, a few players, I couldn't be more excited to get there. Hopefully in August.
Thanks.
Thank you.
We'll go to Tarek El-Bashir with Monumental Sports Network.
Pierre-Luc, thanks for doing this. I probably don't need to tell you this, but Alex Ovechkin is 42 goals away from passing Wayne Gretzky. I think you're going to get an opportunity to play with him. Have you wrapped your mind around maybe being on the ice when he achieves that?
No, I haven't, to be honest. I was on the ice when he scored 802, I think. So that was pretty cool to be a part of, and I was on the other team, so I can't imagine what it would be like to be on the ice maybe. And I mean, it's to be able to play with the best goal scorer of my generation, and hopefully one day soon the best goal scorer in NHL history is pretty crazy to think of. I'm excited, but the first text that I got from my friends and family, that was all pretty much the same thing. To be able to assist in a moment like that, to be there, I'm sure would be something incredibly special, and not only in my career but in my life too.
Thank you.
We'll go to Stephen Wino with the Associated Press.
Hey, Pierre-Luc, thank you for doing this. The past couple of times you've been traded is something you'd wanted. This is not obviously not a trade you'd asked for. Does that motivate you at all, the move like this and a fresh start in a place like Washington?
Yeah, of course. I think just overcoming it wasn't the season I necessarily wanted. So already there, I had the motivation. And then when anything like this happens, I think any guy in the league will admit that there is an extra motivation behind it. You want to do well even more, but it's not like extra motivation was necessarily needed. But now that you have it, you can, use it to your advantage. And I plan on having the same good summer that I was already going to have. Now I just got to plan a few trips to Washington here and there. But yeah, I mean, you could look at it a lot of ways. For me, I choose to look at it that this is an exciting opportunity for me to go to a team that, talking to management, talking to coaches, really excited to work with. So I think in my career, it'll be a really good thing.
Mike Vogel with WashingtonCaps.com.
Hi, PL. Thanks for doing this. Going into your 8th season in the league and being at that age where you're heading into your prime years, just wondering how you see yourself as a player and your evolution over those 7 years and how you'd like to carry that into the next 7 here in Washington.
Yeah, I mean, when you say 8 years like that, it makes me feel old at least. But yeah, I mean, I just turned 26 Monday. I still feel very young. I still feel like I have a lot to learn in this league, and to be able to work with the new coaching staff, that will hopefully help me get to the next level. And I'm just really excited. When you get to a new team, there's different opportunities to learn stuff about yourself, not only on the ice but off the ice too. And I think I still have a level to get to. I think as my career has gone on, some years I've taken a big step on the ice, some years I've taken a step off the ice, and I've matured. And now I think that next year I'm really excited to see how it goes. Like I said, I've heard nothing but good things about the training staff, or about the coaching staff, about the players. Playing against the Capitals was always not fun to play against, but fun to see them go. They're a good team with a lot of talent. So I think that with, that mix of everything, I think everybody will be able to help and push me in the right direction.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sammy Silver, the Hockey News, Washington.
Hi, PL. Thanks for doing this
Hi.
and welcome to DC. Just
Thank
want
you.
to ask, after the trade, McCullen kind of talked about, how skilled you are and your potential and upside and the immense potential he sees, but also the responsibility he sees you taking on. Is it also exciting to come to a city where you can play a big role and maybe be a part of this core as you, enter the prime of your career here?
Yeah, of course. It's something that every player wants to be a part of. And like I said, the first call when I learned about the trade, I was on the plane. When the first call when I landed was GM, and yeah, I mean it was exactly what you want to hear as a player. How excited they are, how I can help in a lot of ways for this team, and I just add to the talent that's already here and to the depth of the forward group. So as a player, that's what you want, right? You want to feel like you want to feel welcome. You want to feel like you're a part of it. And, I got to earn a lot of that, but just the conversations that I've had already, everything sounds really great. So it's exciting. It's going to be an exciting summer.
Thank you. And just Chase, can I follow up real quick?
Yep.
And also, I mean, looking at a player like Dylan Strome, who similar to you, right? Third overall pick and finds a home in DC. Is that also something that's encouraging to you to see how Strome has fit in so well in DC?
Yeah. I mean, it's funny. Me and him were roommates at my World Juniors. So I know him a little bit from there. And then, there's some guys that you always keep tabs on around the league, and he was one of them just because I'd known him a little bit. And to see his evolution throughout his career and to where he is now, it's fun to see. And it was fun to see from an outside perspective, and that'll be fun to see on the inside. I'm sure that we'll push each other, and he'll teach me what he's learned already, and we'll be able to have good conversations. But to be able to play with him again will be really fun. Get to know him again, obviously in the different stages in life, will be exciting. But his career, the way he's progressed is really fun to see, and it's exciting to see that. Hopefully I can get there too.
Thank you.
All right, Katie Adler, RMNB.
Yeah, thanks for doing this. I appreciate
you.
it. You mentioned that you've had some discussions with other players and with the coaching staff since the trade. What have those conversations been like so far?
Yeah, well, the ones with the coaching staff, is just excited to be a part of the team. Excited to get to work with them. We like I said, I was in the airport, so we kept it a 10, 15-minute conversation, but everything that I heard was everything you want to hear from a coach. The responsibility, the job that you're going to have, everything like that. I think it sounds like it could be a perfect fit. It sounds like everybody's excited, including myself. So, I mean, my job now is to just get ready for training camp, be in the best shape possible, arrive there in the right mindset, which I know I will. So, it was really, really fun to receive those calls, and then from the players, receive the text of welcome to the organization. It always feels good.
We'll go back to Mike Vogel with WashingtonCaps.com.
Yeah, PL, I was just wondering about your power play history. It seemed like when you were with Columbus, it seemed like you were more of a setup guy on the power play, and then those couple of years in Winnipeg, you were lighting it up with your shot, which has always been excellent. And then last year with the Kings, your PP time was down a bit. I know Mac at the end of this past season said he was looking for a guy to play on the half wall who could shoot and make plays. Do you see yourself as that guy? Because you've done both of those things over the course of the 7 years.
Yeah. I mean, I played in pretty much every position on the power play. I think to master position, it helps to stick to one, to work with it, in practice, video, and games, and all that. So I feel like I have a good base of pretty much everywhere on the out, every spot on the power play. But you can always get better. And if I'm there, if I'm net front, if I'm in the middle, I know I'm not going to be on the my strong side, weak side. So that's one less position to worry about. But wherever I fit, I can learn to become an expert in that position. I'm somebody who's passionate about the details and what you can do better. So whether it's there, in that front, in that middle, it doesn't really matter to me. I'll do my best to adjust and to learn as much as I can and work with the coaching staff to become the best player possible in that position, and then we'll go from there.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. Stephen Wino, AP.
Look, you saw, I think it was a year ago tomorrow, you signed that 8-year contract with the Kings. And I'm wondering, a year later, how much different of a perspective are you in now? I'm sure you envisioned your life being in LA for a long time. And how do you think that's going to kind of affect you moving forward of those visions and kind of what your new future looks like?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know it was a year ago tomorrow. So yeah, time flies. I mean, I met some great people this year. I think I learned a lot. But I'm just really looking forward to next season. Like I said, every year you grow. Every year, some years it's more on the ice, some years it's more off the ice. I think this year was a mix of everything. And you know, the hockey world, it's a business. You know, teams do what they think is best for them, and that's just the way it is, and that's the way it always will be. So I don't think there's any time for anybody to feel sorry about themselves. Obviously, I thought when I signed that a year ago that it was going to be here for a long time, but like I said, like you learn in the hockey world, teams will do what they think is better for their team, and you know, there's no hard feelings. So for me, I could take it multiple ways, but I'm choosing to take it as extra motivation and to just get myself ready for next season.
Right. Back to Sammy Solber.
APL, just wanted to also ask, where do you see your game fitting in with Washington? What aspects of your game are you really looking forward to incorporating into the lineup in DC?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the things that I can do well is I can adapt. You know, I could do a bit of everything out there. I think with any coaching staff, any player wants kind of a job to do and for it to be good communication and all that. So you know, I think I could forecheck well. I could play defense. I could provide some offense. You know, it's a bit of everything, and that's where I think you know, the coaching staff will decide where they put me, and we'll decide who they put me with, and then from there, it's my job to do as best as I can. But you know, when there's communication, when there's clear communication, black or white, then I think that's the best environment to learn and to progress in. And from the conversations I've had with the coaching staff, it sounds like that's what it's going to be like. So it'll be exciting to work with them.
Right. Do we have any more questions in English before we potentially move to French? All right, go ahead, Andre Ann. Andre Ann, are you there? All right, go ahead.
Salut Pierre-Luc, c'est Andréane
Salut.
Barbeau, contente de te parler.
Merci.
Pierre-Luc, je vais te faire répéter un petit peu en français des trucs que tu as dit, mais je veux savoir au niveau de ton rôle puis de ton mandat, de quoi il a été question avec soit le coaching staff ou avec le directeur général pour la saison prochaine?
Ouais, je ne vais pas trop rentrer en détail, mais les premières conversations que j'ai avec eux par rapport à tout ça, avec le directeur général ou le coaching staff, c'est exactement ce que tu veux entendre comme joueur. Tu veux avoir une opportunité de montrer le meilleur que tu as. Tu vas avoir une opportunité d'être le meilleur joueur que tu peux être, et c'est exactement ça qu'on dit que j'allais pouvoir faire. Donc, il n'y a rien de donné dans la vie, il faut que tu mérites tout, mais juste d'avoir une opportunité de pouvoir mériter, que ce soit un rôle, temps de glace, peu importe. C'est ça que tu veux entendre comme joueur, et je me joins à une équipe qui a énormément de talent, avec des bons joueurs, avec un bon mélange de jeunes et de vétérans. Donc, ça ne sera pas facile, mais je suis très excité de me joindre à cette équipe-là.
Tu sais, un petit peu plus tôt, tu as dit que le hockey, c'était une business. Ça va être ta 4e équipe quand même depuis le début de ta carrière dans la LNH. Qu'est-ce qui te fait dire que cette fois-ci, là, ça peut être la bonne dans ton approche ou dans ta façon de faire, pour que ce soit un peu différent peut-être?
Ouais, ben évidemment, le Columbus et Winnipeg, c'était différent. Que cette fois-là, j'ai signé à Los Angeles avec, bien évidemment, signé un contrat de 8 ans, tu t'attends à être là pour la bonne durée de ce contrat-là. Mais comme tu as dit, le hockey, c'est une business. Les équipes font qu'est-ce qui est le meilleur pour leur équipe, et ça finit là. Donc, il n'y a rien de personnel. Pour moi, avec les Capitals, c'était une équipe que j'ai toujours trouvé intéressante. C'est une ville que j'ai toujours adorée. un aréna avec des partisans incroyables. Donc, ça a toujours été un endroit où c'est le fun d'aller là et jouer contre eux. Quand tu es jeune, les Capitals avaient toujours une bonne équipe, c'est toujours le fun de les regarder à la télé. Donc, de pouvoir me joindre à cette organisation-là, que j'entends juste des bons mots à propos, je pense que ça peut être une opportunité incroyable pour moi. Et comme j'ai dit, après avoir parlé au coaching staff, aux acteurs généraux, c'est tout ce que tu vas entendre comme joueur. Tout ce qu'on dit, c'était positif. Et pour un gars qui veut une opportunité, il y a rien de meilleur que ça.
Merci Pierre-Luc, bonne chance.
Merci.
All right, Catherine Harvey-Pinard.
Oui, salut Pierre-Luc.
Salut.
Je voulais savoir, Rob Blake a beaucoup parlé, bon, a dit que c'était peut-être pas un bon fit avec les Kings. Tu en as parlé un peu, tu aurais aimé ça passer. Évidemment, tu signais pour rester là. Il a pris la responsabilité un peu de ta production offensive en disant que tu n'avais pas mis dans un bon rôle et tout ça. Es-tu d'accord avec lui? Selon toi, qu'est-ce qui n'a pas fonctionné avec les Kings exactement, tu sais?
Ouais, ben, je pense que le fit avec les joueurs, avec l'équipe, avec les personnes, je pense que je m'entendais bien. C'est un groupe que j'ai adoré travailler avec. C'est un staff, tous les équipements, toutes ces affaires-là, c'est du monde avec lequel j'ai adoré travailler. Mais tu sais, dans le hockey, des fois, il y a des choses qui fonctionnent, des choses qui ne fonctionnent pas. On a tous des opinions de ce qui s'est passé, de ce qui aurait pu, de ce qu'on aurait pu faire mieux. Mais en bout de ligne, c'est dans le passé. Moi, je prends la décision de pas trop m'abattre sur le passé, de plus me concentrer sur le futur. Eux ont une opinion, vous avez une opinion, moi j'ai une opinion, mais en bout de ligne, ça sert à rien pour le futur. Donc, moi, ma job, c'est juste de me préparer pour les Capitals, de me préparer pour l'été, pour la saison prochaine. Comme j'ai dit, des conversations avec leur staff sont hyper positives. Donc, pour moi, je vois ça comme une opportunité pour continuer comme j'ai continué toute ma carrière.
Est-ce que tu sentais quand même que ça s'en venait, que cet échange-là? T'avais-tu eu des discussions? Tu te doutais-tu depuis un certain temps que, bon, justement, le fit était peut-être pas bon puis que ça allait en venir là cet été?
Non, je pense que tu t'attends jamais à des choses comme ça. Je pense que si tu passes comme ça, c'est un peu côté négatif. Tu sais, je cacherai pas, c'était pas la saison que j'espérais avoir. Je suis sûr que eux, c'était pas la saison qu'ils espéraient de moi non plus, mais quand je suis allé au championnat du monde, c'est un peu pour tourner la page de la saison. Au fur et à mesure que le tournoi avançait, je trouvais que je jouais du mieux en mieux. Je pense que j'ai eu un bon tournoi. Donc, pour moi, c'était un peu de tourner la page et de finir la saison sur une bonne note. Après ça, c'est de me concentrer pour la saison prochaine. Tu sais, est-ce que dans le fond de ma tête, il y avait peut-être un doute que ça arriverait? Peut-être, mais je pense que c'est un peu trop pensé négativement, c'est un peu trop pensé des choses que tu ne contrôles pas. Moi, la seule chose que je fais faire, c'est me préparer et c'est ça que je fais depuis le début de l'été, depuis que je suis revenu. Donc, c'est pas vraiment quelque chose sur lequel je veux perdre trop de temps à y penser.
Merci beaucoup, puis la meilleure chance avec les Capitals.
Merci.